Visit our website startupstories.in for more inspirational stories and updates from the startup world.
If you risk something that is important to you for something that is unimportant to you, it just does not make any sense. I don't care whether the odds are 100 to 1 that you succeed or 1,000 to 1 that you succeed. If you hand me a gun with 1,000 chambers, 1,000,000 chambers in it, and there's a bullet in one chamber, and you said, put it up your temple, how much do you want to be paid to pull it once? I'm not going to pull it. You can name any sum you want, but it doesn't do anything for me. We'll always have problems. I mean, ever since I got out of school, I used to sell stocks. They'd always give me 10 reasons why you shouldn't buy them, and you've heard them all throughout your life. But the world does not belong to the pessimists, believe me. You're selling happiness, and it's and having it at arm's length away is a big part of it. And the distribution system that's developed, it's the right formula, Muhtar, and it just has to be carried out with extreme diligence, enthusiasm, in every minute of the day. Picture Omaha in 1937. I was 7 years old, and no air conditioning, so the summers were hot and humid. People went out on their lawns at night just to try and cool off, and I got the idea that maybe I could sell them what you would call soft drinks and we called pop. So I went around to a bunch of gas stations, and in those days every gas station had a cooler, and it had a little opener on the side and something to catch all the bottle caps. So I went around and collected all the bottle caps for weeks at these various gas stations. I collected 8,000 of them. And then I sorted them all out. And I saw that Coca-Cola overwhelmed everybody else. They were these little silver-like ones in those days. And my grandfather had a grocery store, so I went to my grandfather and I said, how about giving me a deal on Coke so I can sell it around the neighborhood? And he sold me at the rate of 6 bottles for $0.25, and I went around and sold them for $0.05 each, and I sold out every time. I had no inventory, I had no receivables, I had the best business I ever had. Those are low return businesses, but time is the friend of the wonderful business. It's the enemy of the lousy business. If you're in a lousy business for a long time, you're going to get a lousy result, even if you buy it cheap. If you're in a wonderful business for a long time, even if you pay a little too much going in, you're going to get a wonderful result if you stay in a long time. I like to study failure, actually. And my partner says, all I want to know is where I'll die, so I'll never go there. And we want to see what has caused businesses to go bad. And the biggest thing that kills them is complacency. I mean, you want a restlessness, a feeling that somebody's always after you, but you're going to stay ahead of them. You always want to be on the move. The danger would always be that you rest on your laurels. That restlessness, that belief that is the key. Tomorrow is more exciting than today. You just have to have it permeate the organization. I mean, you really want your decision making to be by looking in the mirror and saying to yourself, I'm buying 100 shares of General Motors at 55 because. And I mean, it's your responsibility if you're buying it, and there's got to be a reason. And if you can't state the reason, you shouldn't buy it. If it's because somebody told you about it at a cocktail party, not good enough, That we stick to pretty carefully. That's one of the things Ben Graham taught me.